What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please hit that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family and friends, there are many reasons why we've been telling our people to just stay out of everyone else's business and mind your own black business. Because people like to take us and use us so that we can either be their whipping mule or their punching bag. And that's one of the major reasons why we've been telling people to stay out of this whole Israel versus Palestine conflict and all this other stuff. You might want to throw your hat in there and say, you know, I stand with some people who truly don't stand with you, because neither side stands with us. Neither side stands with us. Both sides take advantage of us economically, politically, and all other ways as well. So there is really no need for us to be in anybody's business. But I got a prime example of why we mind our black business and stay out of people's conflicts, especially when they're anti-black in themselves. So we're gonna jump over to this video that someone put together, and I want to show you exactly why you mind your black business.
Bro, I don't care. I'm not trying to diss you. I'm letting you know that I did not know you existed. Yeah, I did.
In recent days, American Palestinian content creators started an online attack against the black community for their stance on domestic issues and for voting for Kamala Harris.
Now notice what he said. These pro-Palestinians started this issue, right? So they're mad because I guess they interpret that some black Americans are voting for Kamala Harris, so they're upset about that. Well, if they are, that's their right to do so. It would be a foolish move, but that's still their foolish right to make. But these folks are coming out antagonizing and pointing fingers and disrespecting the black community, not the other way around. Remember that. While they're running around talking about coalition, and all this other stuff. This is how people in the so-called coalition act when they don't get their way.
Creators started an online attack against the black community for their stance on domestic issues and for voting for Kamala Harris.
Black people also wear a uniform and get on a plane and come to our countries and kill us. You vote the same melanated people to government that sign papers to kill us.
So it's black Americans' fault that things are going on over there that's going on over there. It's our fault that the government's giving billions of dollars that should be going towards reparations to our community, to these people's communities and the other people's community, the top hats communities. It's our fault. See, these are the people that I would just have to say, shut up, you dumb broad. But let's continue.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
What have you done to change your government? I don't think crying on your phone is an example. What narrative are you pushing by showing black soldiers in the Middle East being told that we should put our issues and lives and rights behind everybody else's, including Palestinians? I don't want to hear y'all tell us to put ourselves last. I'm sick of it.
The way you all switched up 180 on Palestinians and people who are Palestinian activists. The second we have a black woman run for office is disgusting.
Now, mind you, how long have we been sitting here telling people that's y'all business? That has nothing to do with us. That's y'all business. That has nothing to do with us. They've been infiltrating certain spaces where they know black Americans are going to be just to be screaming free Palestine at politicians. And we still have been saying, when they're talking about we should stand together and all this other stuff, we've been letting them know that's y'all business. That has nothing to do with us. Our agenda is reparations and a transformative black agenda. Our agenda is a black hate crime bill. Specifically for us. So all these folks that are coming out talking about people switch sides as soon as Kamala Harris became the nominee, that doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't hold water. Because you can see more people were saying, hey, that has nothing to do with us way before Kamala became the nominee. So what they're doing is using Kamala nomination as an excuse to now finger wag and talk stuff and denigrate black Americans.
Keep Palestinians' names out of your mouth when you're trying to defend your decision for voting for Kamala.
I'm starting to see a lot of these videos coming out, and I feel like someone really has to speak on it, so I'm going to. The genocide in Congo has made 8 million of victims.
He's saying Palestinians, and he just doesn't listen.
This video, coupled with all of the other Palestinians and their disrespectful and denigrating videos towards people like me, I'm done. So the money that was coming out of my bank account every month to help Palestinians over in Gaza, yeah, that's going to stop. And I'm going to redirect those funds to help the people over in Congo.
Kamala Harris is 100% more culpable for this genocide than Donald Trump is.
You know what? At this point, I will happily take it out of my bio, because if that's really how y'all feel, as if Donald Trump gives a damn about Palestine, fine. I will take it out of my bio. I will never speak about it ever again. Trust me, I will.
Now notice, you got these folks literally saying, even though Donald Trump put the Muslim ban and all this other stuff, they don't care about none of that when it's time to denigrate and get on code against black Americans. They would rather sit here and blame us for a conflict that has nothing to do with us, instead of going over there and fighting for their own land and fighting their own war. This is what they would rather do. But let's continue.
I will never speak about it again.
Something that has been cultivated in the pro-Palestine spaces. But in the last week, we have seen a lot of folks who have talked the talk about global solidarity completely renege on all the values that they have been saying they stand for.
If I bring up like a black issue and someone's like, oh, people of color, I said black. Black. Because other people of color don't even like us.
Liberals weaponizing anti-blackness to defend the US empire, all because they want a token ethnic president, who by the way was an ex-cop.
And like what's even crazier is that earlier people were like, oh, these are bots, these are bots, these are bots. No, this is how people really feel. And she made a video. That's a real human being that feels exactly that way.
Absolutely correct. See, all this is doing is showing how correct the new black media is when it comes to us not having any friends, us standing alone in this economic situation. And whether it be economic, social, or anything else, business-wise, we stand alone. Because this stuff didn't just pop up yesterday. This was already there. But now they have an excuse to run their mouth off as if they have the right and privilege to. Let's continue.
These aren't bots. These are people that feel like they are entitled to the support of black people no matter what. That they get to push us around and tell us who the hell we get to vote for if we support them. As if that means we're supposed to just not give a damn about ourselves in order to show our allegiance to supporting them. They've lost their minds.
You guys keep bashing white people for slavery, but why don't we ever talk about the Arab slave trade and keep in mind that the Arabs have enslaved more black people than the Europeans combined?
When it comes to the people who we are supposed to be defending over in Palestine, guess what? Those same communities treat us with voracious racism, and you're asking us, don't look at them. Don't look at our racism. Don't look at our past history and how we've treated your communities. Help us. Save us. Be there for us. But guess what? When we need you guys, no one's standing up for us. When we have gone through this oppression for the past 400 years, why didn't any of you come racing on boats to come and help and save us? It don't take 400 years to get from Palestine over to America to stop the genocide that was happening to us for 400 years. It does not take 400 years to stand up for black Americans and stand in the line of fire with us. It doesn't take for you to have simple human decency when your businesses are allowed to thrive in our neighborhoods, when they were burnt, beaten, and torn away from us. We spend our money with you. We stand in solidarity with you, and you keep asking for more and more and more, and it's never enough. Because I don't want to hear, oh, we was there for 2020, because that was a cute little trend. But guess what? 3 months later, it was over. Y'all wasn't bringing down Starbucks and McDonald's and Kellogg.
Where's the lie, family? Where is the lie? So what they're saying right now is black folks saying, no, we're delineated. We're not people of color. No minority groups. When we say black, we mean black. And unfortunately, a lot of people have to learn that lesson. They wanted to stand on the square of someone else's drama. But as the universe is all about balancing, correcting itself, it just backfired on you. And that's what we were talking about when we were saying just mind your black business and let these people fight their own fight. Because when you act as if you stand in solidarity with them, they believe that you need to be on the bottom of them. You need to listen to them. You need to do whatever they say, or you are not an ally. I'll be damned if I was to give my time to that. But believe it or not, it is the agenda to keep black folks and Palestinians thinking that they're working together. And so now you have this, I believe she's Nigerian and Panamanian or something like that. Either way, they trotted out one of their selective bootlicks to try to explain away the anti-blackness in the Palestinian community, and not really even explain it away, but basically what she did and said was, who cares if they're racist? We still need to support them. And this is the idiocracy that they bring to our community. Woman who's not even black American. She's not even a black American. But yet, this is the nonsense that she, well, you hear for yourself.
Just happening to say that the CIA is scrolling on their phone, on their belly with their feet kicked up, twirling their hair, watching y'all do their work for them. Dear God, hey.
Let's start there. The first thing she's going to try and do or try and say is that this is a CIA op. If you're speaking up for your own interest and you're not putting on the cape for the Palestinians, then you're a CIA op. You're doing the CIA's job. They ain't even got to do nothing. Let's continue.
They is giggling and sniggling, child, watching y'all do the work of destroying Black and Palestinian solidarity all by yourselves.
What Black and Palestinian solidarity? There is no Black and Palestinian solidarity. There never has been. Why don't you go tell that to the blacks in Palestine who get treated like trash? Hell, you can tell that to the Black Americans here who get treated like trash in these stores, get followed whenever they walk into one of their stores or whatever the situation may be. What solidarity are you talking about? Because when I look around, I don't see any solidarity amongst them to us. So basically, she wants you to look at all those people who just made those videos, all those videos we just watched, all those clips, as one-offs. As one-offs.
Let me preface everything I'm about to say by saying it does not matter whether Palestinians are anti-Black or not.
Screenshot that. It doesn't matter if they're anti-Black or not. I really don't need to hear anything else. After that, you're done. But we're going to play it just so you can see how moronic this woman sounds. But of course, she's not Black American. But watch her try and tie these Palestinians in to the civil rights movement and everything else.
They don't deserve to be genocided. You know? Black and Palestinian solidarity goes all the way back to the civil rights movement. Whether it is Malcolm X's views on Palestinian liberation, whether it's the Black Panther Party that 60% of Black people said they were proud of at the time, or 46% of Black people also said the Black Panther Party represented their values and their views.
All a history and lineage you do not stem from. All a history and lineage she doesn't stem from. I get tired of people trying to tie other people into the civil rights movement as if that's supposed to be the ding, ding, ding. That's it. That's all. They go back to the civil rights movement. So, you know, Dr. King spoke about the liberation. So, you know, we gotta know. Dr. King was wrong in some areas. Malcolm X was wrong in some areas. Even though we revere these people for what they've done, we could disagree on their stances on certain situations. And Black Americans, we don't have to throw our hats in for no goddamn people who's anti-Black towards us. Self-preservation is the law of nature. Not throw myself down and be somebody's wet blanket. It doesn't work like that. But this woman will have you believe that it does.
These people were anti-imperialist and they were pro-Palestinian liberation. And it's because the same school of thought that says that Black people deserve to die because of insert bullshit reason here is the same school of thought that is bringing y'all to say that because Palestinians are quote unquote anti-Black, we shouldn't care about their lives.
Why should we when they don't care about our lives? Do you see the nonsensical BS this woman's trying to bring to the table? A woman who's not even from our lineage wants to tell us that we should care more about them being genocided than our own genocide that's happening right here on this land that they're participating in. They are literally participating within our genocide right here in our land, right here. And you're telling us that we're supposed to care more about their genocide across the waters. They didn't stay there to fight against their genocide. But yet all of our attention and resources and everything else needs to go to them before we go and fight for our own. That's a hell no. That's a hell to the no. This woman sounds moronic. And sounds like the government sent her rather than the government sending these people to do these videos. Projecting.
It's the same mindset, and it's sick. Culture influences politics. It is not a mistake that they are literally putting into the cultural understanding that Palestinians do not deserve solidarity, because they know that our solidarity as Black and Palestinian people is powerful and it is threatening to U.S. hegemony.
Our? Who is our? Like I said, she doesn't even come from this lineage, so who is our? Show me a time where they were actually standing in solidarity with Black Americans. And I don't mean during the 2020. Like old girl said, that was a time that was trending all over the world. It was something trendy to do for a lot of people. Show me the Palestinians who's standing in solidarity about reparations. Show me the Palestinians who are standing in solidarity right now with us for a anti-Black hate crime bill. You can't, because they are anti-Black. Because they are anti-Black. So what is this woman speaking about? But this is the nonsense that they bring to us as if we're stupid. As if we're just going to eat it on up.
Period. If we live in a world where it is okay to literally exterminate a marginalized group of people, then not a single marginalized person on this earth stands a chance against the empire. Period.
Then they need to stand up for themselves. Period. Because we're getting exterminated right here on our land as a marginalized group, and they're participating in it. Ain't none of these folks standing up saying that they need an anti-Black hate crime bill for their communities in solidarity with Black Americans. But yet they try to shame us and wag their fingers at us. This woman who isn't even from America. Miss me with your nonsense.
Your rights cannot be built on the backs of the suffering of other people, because...
Wait a second, but their rights can? Their rights can be built off the backs of Black American suffrage. But our rights can't be built off of anybody else's suffering? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? That is stupid to the core of stupid. If stupidity had a core, that's where it would be. And she's trying to sound so profound. She's trying to sound so profound and just sounds such a dumbass. Self-preservation is the law of nature. The first law of nature. And you're telling us that we're supposed to suffer for everyone else to get their rights, but we can't get our rights. We got to fight for everybody else's suffering. This is the idiotic stuff that these people bring to the table. And this is why we've been delineating. This is why, right here. This is why we mind our black business and we do what we do for us. And we call out anybody who's attacking or coming at us. Period, point in black.
At the end of the day, as long as those people are dehumanized, so are we. As long as those people are not free, we are not living in a liberated society, period. This is the last little thing I'm gonna say. But y'all are more mad at people that are advocating against genocide than y'all are about the actual institutions and systems of fascism that this country is built upon.
No, we're more mad that these people who participate in those same institutions of genocide right here in America, you're telling us that we need to be putting on the cape for. That's what we're actually calling out. That's what we're finger wagging our finger on.
Hillary Clinton did not lose the 2016 election because of people voting for third parties. She lost because of the Electoral College.
So yeah, family, this is why we mind our black business. And this is why we've been checking the paperwork. We've been delineating, because this situation right here, this same type of situation, we literally have somebody who's not even from America, who's not black American, trying to tell us about our culture, our history, and why we should stand with some people who are anti-black racist towards us. And this woman, let me pull this woman stuff up real quick.
Just tapping it.
Go ahead, pull this up real quick. She's a part of the rainbow community. Already. Look at this. Pro-black, pro-hoe, and organizer, advocate. Are you serious? Pro-hoe? That should show you this woman should not be taken serious. But when you look, oh, okay, maybe that's why she's pro-hoe. Because herself. But this is a woman, and she's caping real hard for these folks. She's using her whole damn page for these folks. I don't see nothing about no anti-black hate crime bill. I don't see nothing about that. Y'all here calling us CIA and stuff. I don't see nothing about that. Caping real hard for them Palestinians though. Look at it. What does it say? I'm Jamaican and Panamanian. Still black. No, but you're not black American. And this is why we delineating. People who have no business speaking up on our people are sitting here speaking up on our people as if they have all right. But these are the talking points. These are some of the talking points that's coming out of your government family. What does it say? Let's see. ADO's plan to get reparations, embrace capitalism, attack immigrants, attack Palestinians, and support Kamala Harris. This is the boogeyman. We've become the boogeyman all over again. Then white people would give us reparations. Literally the dumbest political group in America. This is what they are going around trying to spread. The nonsensical bull stuff. Embrace capitalism. We live in a capitalist society in which all of these folks come here to participate in. As long as they can step on the foot of black folks, black Americans, they're okay with that. They're okay with it. But now they're trying to say this is a plan to get reparations, attack immigrants. Immigrants are attacking us, left and right. politically, economically, socially. Attack Palestinians. They're doing the same thing. They are the immigrants. And if you're talking about the ones overseas, that's not our responsibility. That's your responsibility. Go speak up for your people. Better yet, why don't you catch a flight back there and go fight for your people? And support Kamala Harris. Kamala, I don't know where they get support Kamala Harris as a plan to get reparations for us, because the truth of the matter is, she already said she ain't gonna give us reparations. She don't believe in giving us reparations or doing anything for the black community. No! So I don't know where they're getting these talking points, but they're trying to just muddy the water. They toss everything in together and say this is everything that these folks are doing. So family, like I said, we got to mind our black business and stay the hell up out of theirs. Let them fight for what they need. Let them fight for their rights. Let them fight just the same way they let us fight on our own. That's it. That's all. And with that being said, family, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you hit that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure to get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please hit that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. Family, don't let nobody shame you into supporting their nonsense, especially when they're very much so on the same nonsense when it comes to our communities, especially when these folks are anti-black and they don't have any vitriol in showing it. These are the people that we're supposed to hold accountable as well. We're supposed to hold everyone accountable when they show themselves to be anti-black. That's how that works. You no longer receive our support. And that's what's going on here. And with that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.